It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see this team's speedy running back. He comes in fourth in the NFL in rushing touchdowns this year. Hope y'all ready for this one. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And now the punting unit will come on. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Back to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Result is a 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. That one taken in.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Visitors 7. Our home team, nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They're all set to kick this one away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Now, faking the give. He'll get this out wide, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. That's a 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And And that is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
The ball comes out, and the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now this looks a hit, and he has lost the football. It is picked up by the defense. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the...
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now he'll air one out. To the goal line and in.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and his guys will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw yet again. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a designed run. I fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Quick throw here is complete. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
This one complete right side. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, That's when an offense is really firing.
Now the offense will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
First and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Now, faking the give. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
And he will score. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the visitors are back within 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball, and he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. That one is good. And the visitors will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And his guys will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his defense will take over here, following the interception.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give up the middle. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Motion man set right. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
Look at the deep layers that they put into this defense. They're trying to say, hey, you don't get enough depth. We're going to throw this ball over your head. But once a defense takes that deep passing game away, look at the space between the running back when he gets the ball and the front line of defenders trying to chase him. That's what allows for this big pickup after the catch. Great play design.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
A 6-yard loss.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. And he will score! Game on! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the visitors have cut the deficit to 5.
Visitors 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down. Tight end motioning left. They'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. He's got the hook up here. It is complete. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a 1st down. Throwing now from the... And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now on 2nd and long. He'll get this out to his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
third down. They'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield, even if it falls incomplete.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.